Hello everyone, Spike here, and well, it's been a crazy week as far as gaming, because this week was the release of Pokemon Go. I have to admit, I have not played Pokemon in a long time. I still hold some of the first generation playing cards, but I had not gotten into this series since, because one, I kind of lost interest in it, because they've added so many Pokemon since then, because when it first started there was 150. Now what is it, like nearing 500 now? Plus life happened. I had gotten to college, I had some different interests I wanted to get into, so I pretty much did not keep up with it after that. So if you don't know what it is, Pokemon Go is a mobile game which you can use on your phone, on your iPad, pretty much a mobile device. You play as a trainer. This is an augmented reality game. The Pokemon come into the real world. They pretty much teach you how to play the game, how to catch Pokemon, while you choose one of your 3 starter Pokemon, which is the classic Gen 1 starters, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander. Which for this game I chose Squirtle. Though there have been some rumors going around that if you walk away from them you can catch Pikachu, but I have not confirmed that myself. You walk around and you get to find Pokemon wherever they're at. If they appear, you tap it, and you can try to catch them. When you try to catch them, this isn't like your classic Pokemon game. You don't attempt to weaken them. You just attempt to throw a Pokeball, and you just hope that you catch it. That's it. The beginning of the game is easy. Most of the time you'll catch them on your first attempt, but as you go on to later levels, they will get tougher. What you want to look at is the CP, the combat points. The higher they are, the harder they'll be to catch. Later on you'll find out that if you use raspberries, it'll make it easier for you to catch them. This is a pretty simplistic. I'd let it slide. I mean, I don't really care. But don't worry, there are Pokemon battles, which I will get to. As a trainer, you get to level up yourself. You do that by both catching Pokemon and, as I said, Pokemon battles. Usually catching Pokemon is 100 experience points, and if it's a new Pokemon, an extra 500 experience points. Now when you level up, you'll gain some items. Of course, you'll get Pokeballs, which you'll get a lot to start off with. You'll get potions, super potions, you'll get revives, you'll later get incense and lure modules, which will attract Pokemon to your spot for 30 minutes. Which, believe me, it will be useful. Of course, a lot of the time you'll be finding a lot of the basic Pokemon, Pidgeys, Weedles. You'll see some Eevees out there, so a lot of the basic ones. But you'll eventually find some uncommon ones. Like I had found a Snorlax yesterday, so don't worry, just be patient, they will come. Though it will be dependent on the environment. You'll most likely find water Pokemon near water. But right now, I've been seeing a lot of birds, a lot of bugs. When you reach level 5, you'll get to choose which team you want to be on. There are 3 teams. You got red, blue, and yellow, which I affiliated myself with the blue team. Now, it will have no effect on your game. It's just pretty much which side you want to join, which will really affect your gym battles. This is where the gyms come into play. Once you level up to level 5, you get to try to get control of gyms. Now, this is not like the gyms in the games. This one, the teams try to control gyms. Most of the time I've been seeing them go up to 3, but I have seen gyms that held 4 Pokemon. Now, teams hold gyms based on their prestige level. You can raise prestige of a friendly gym by training your Pokemon there by having a battle. And maybe if you battle them enough, you can open up a spot for you to leave a Pokemon there. You want to try to control as many gyms as you can, because every 20 hours you get to have a defender bonus, which will give you Pokecoins, which you can use in the store to get some items, which can even upgrade your storage. You can also have Stardust, which you will need to power up your Pokemon. Pokemon don't go by levels in this game. Instead, they go by combat points, which I've already said. But in order to raise their combat levels, it will be, 1, reliant on your trainer level, and how many candies you got, and Stardust. You use your candy and your Stardust to power up your Pokemon, which will raise their hit points and their combat points. If you have enough candy, you get to evolve them, which will greatly increase their combat points. For gym battles, this is Similar to Gym Battle, except that it's not a turn-by-turn basis. You have 3 ways of making an attack. First is a fast attack, which is your Pokemon's primary attack, which is the weaker one. The second one is the dodge. You have to time this correctly. If you see your opponent attacking, swipe left, swipe right, and just get out of the way, which can help you avoid some damage. And then the third one is your special attack, which requires a long tap, which will take a second or two in order for the attack to take effect, but it will give some great damage. And it'll especially be in your advantage if you have an elemental advantage. If you defeat your opposing team's Pokemon, it will greatly reduce their prestige. And if you bring it all the way to 0, all of their Pokemon are kicked out of the gym and you get to take control of it. But you have to be wise on which one you want to drop off. The stronger your Pokemon is, the better chance they have of defending their gym. And it will help to try to get friends to help out and drop off Pokemon to that spot. So if you have any friends in the area that is on your team, bring them along and have them help you out. A pretty basic gym battle, which certainly I don't mind. After that, we have our Pokestops, which are placed on landmarks around your town. It doesn't matter how big or small they are, they're just there. But you go there and you get them to get items. A lot of times they will give you Pokeballs, which you will be running out of them if a lot of Pokemon are coming up around your area. But it will also give you potions, it will give you your revives, so these are pretty much important. Don't worry about leaving them. It only has a 5-minute cooldown period, which isn't that bad, and it will especially be helpful if you have a lure module active. The one I have not gotten into yet are the eggs. Occasionally they will give you Pokemon eggs, which in order to hatch them, you will have to walk. If you want to try to get out of the house, try to get a more healthy lifestyle, this is definitely one that can get you up and running. Be anywhere from 2 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers. The longer you have to walk, the better your Pokemon's going to be. I just had a 10-kilometer egg, which hatched a Jinx. But don't think that you'll be using your card to try to cheat your way around it, because if it detects that you're going too fast, it won't count. Now, that's pretty much the basics of what Pokemon Go is. I do like the fact that it has you go up and going. My area is pretty much a dead place. There's not much for me to do. But this is pretty much a motivation for me to just get up and get out there. Now, of course, you will have to have your app running at all times in order to have your distance counted. Also, when you're using this, be cautious, because there have been incidents where people have tripped, they haven't watched where they're going. In fact, they give a warning at the beginning that you have to be aware of your surroundings. A couple days ago, there was an article that someone was playing Pokemon Go along the river, and they found a dead body. I never thought that an app would actually reveal a crime scene. So just be aware of what's going on while you're playing. Now, you'd be surprised at how many people I've been seeing playing this game. I went to the local university out here. I cannot believe how many college kids are out and going, and they're on summer break. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people playing out there. You'll probably meet them along the way. I do think that this is a fun game. But now let's get to some of the bad things about it. I know I'm not going to be special for saying this, but the servers are crap! Day 1 had been a disaster. So many people got onto the servers at the same time that their servers crashed for multiple days. They were not prepared for this. With such a big franchise that's been around for over a decade, you thought that they would have plenty of servers prepared for the big influx of players. And of course, there has been connectivity issues that I have experienced in recent days. Now, while the server issues have been getting better within the past couple of days, there's still a lot of issues. Now, one of the biggest issues for me has been the gym battles. I have gone to several gyms. Yesterday, I went to a gym 5 times, and every single time, at the very last Pokemon, it goes down to 1 hit point. And then I keep attacking, trying to finish the battle, and it's still standing. And at some points it doesn't even attack. So the battle is pretty much frozen. The only thing it would do is either the timer runs out, yes, there's a timer, or it keeps attacking you until all your Pokemon faint. This is a huge problem that they have got to fix. And yet I'm seeing other people playing the game and claiming gyms for themselves, which really isn't fair to me. It mostly happens on gyms that have more than one Pokemon. With those one Pokemon, I usually don't have a problem with that. With the defender bonus, everyone from the yellow team in my area has been getting everything, which I don't know how they're doing it, whether it's another server issue or if it's a bug in the program. I really don't know. I have tried to contact them about this today, and I'm not sure what they're doing. There have been some points where I'm about to catch a Pokemon, and then there's just the image of the ball sitting there, and the game does nothing. So long to the point where I have to close the program, restart it, and the catch doesn't count. I don't think that this game was ready to come out of the beta phase, which if you joined it now, you wouldn't even know that it was out of beta phase. There's just these bugs that I am just frustrated with, which I should be getting credit for, but ends up getting denied because of these bugs. So yeah, overall, this game was just not ready to come out of the beta phase. I think they were just trying to rush to get it out there. In fact, if I'm right, there were articles saying that the game was in the beta phase, and then all of a sudden it's already out. So I think they were trying to rush this out, but in the end they are just not ready. So for now, I am placing Pokemon Go as a 6 out of 10. If they can fix these issues, I can raise the score, but I just don't think that this was ready to come out of beta phase. I'm just going to have to wait and see if this gets any better. But right now, this has been a frustrating experience, and I want to like this game. I really do. This is a game that I think can become a really big thing. It's just frustrating to me that such a concept that has been in the works for years just still doesn't have everything smoothed out. And yes, I understand, this is only the first week. I mean, this is nothing new. It just gets to the point where the experience is ruined. I mean, I'm still willing to play the game, but I want these issues smoothed over as soon as possible. So that's pretty much how I feel about Pokemon Go. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys later.